I'm sitting here with Aaron, and we just got done with Aaron's fourth CFR procedure with the nose, the ballooning in the nose. Aaron, what kind of led you to find us? What were some of the things that were happening at home?
So pretty much my biggest thing was, well, I noticed it started snoring pretty aggressively in the last 7-8 years, and I didn't snore before. I also have had my wife and my daughter complain that I breathe heavy, a lot heavier than I should.
I think you made the analogy of breathing like somebody who's 70, 80 years
yeah,
old.
like much older than I am.
breath.
This is like 35 and they're bringing this up to me, and I'm like, okay, I just can't get air through my nose. And I realized I've always been restricted, but I guess I didn't realize how much restriction I had compared to everybody else until I started upon videos of people talking about it. I'm like, yeah, I like it's a lot of force coming through one nostril, and it's not a lot of flow. So
You went to the doctor. The doctor said, here's some suggestions, and they talked about surgery. And
yeah, it's just like one of those things where it's like, if I have surgery, I was supposed to have surgery in the spring, and I couldn't make it happen. Now it's middle of summer, and like cheer, my daughter's competitive cheer, and then work and whatever's going on with the weekends, you just can't make it happen to be down for an entire week. And then the doctor's telling you that in 5 or 10 years you couldn't have the surgery again. Well, this doesn't sound like a great game plan here. So I happened upon a TikTok video or reels on Facebook, and it showed something. I'm like, oh man, I forgot all about this. Someone mentioned this balloon procedure to me 20 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it was. And I looked it up, tried to figure out what it was, and I found a place in California that does it, and they recommended you. So I watched your video and went through your website. Like, it was worth the $800 investment to avoid a week of downtime and possibly having to have it again. And not to mention, it wasn't like I wasn't going to pay for that surgery. I was, but
I don't know if I told you this or not, but I actually had that surgery done when I was a kid, and very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, it's going to be painful. I'm like, well, all of this stuff sounds good. How can we avoid it?
Right.
So
let's not go there.
Yeah, for sure.
If somebody was thinking about having the CFR procedure, coming down and having this done, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, first of all, it's the idea of avoiding something that's much bigger should be good for all of us. But the fact that if you go to a chiropractor and you talk about like what your chiropractor does and how you're going to go through all the stuff you had before and put your body back the way it should be, it's kind of the same thing in your face. Like, these things are just out of place. Let's adjust them. Let's put them back where they're supposed to go. It's never going to be perfect. It's not going to be like you're 10 again. But at the same time, the going from 10% of feeling good to like, I don't have to really blow my nose hardly at all now, and I have seasonal allergies, just not as much. Like, I would leave work and it's like just clearing out my nose. I would get in the shower in the morning trying to clear out my nose just so I could breathe for a couple hours. And I'll go a whole day and be like, I didn't blow my nose today. That's weird.
Yeah.
And like, for someone like me, that's to have done it since I was 11 years old. That's a long time.
Yeah.
I'm 43.
That's awesome. That's awesome. If you have questions about Aaron's procedure or his story, or about the CFR procedure, you can call 636-239-5252. Thank you. Thanks.